What is the meaning of subsidiary books? What is the meaning of subsidiary books? In journals, they are record all the types of transactions, cash credits, cash purchases, and goods sold on credit basis and cash basis, assets purchased on cash basis, on credit basis. So it is very and a lengthy process. It is very wastage of time. There is required more number of employees, and it is also expensive. It is also need lot of time. So these are the limitations of the journals. Limitations of the journals: wastage of time, more number of books are maintained, and more expensive, and it is not useful information to take any decisions. These are the and limitations in the journals. The journals only useful to small enterprises. So, and overcome these limitations, they are introduced subsidiary books. What is the subsidiary books? And they are kept separate set of books for separate set of transactions, and special transactions they are and kept special books, just like suppose, and the journals must be divided into 8 parts. 8 parts. Journal divided into 8 parts. And what are the 8 parts? First one, purchase book. Purchase book means, and its book is maintained and record only credit purchases goods are recorded. When they are and purchase goods on credit basis, that and record in purchase book. So only credit purchases only record in and purchase book. So the nature of transactions, they are classified and journal divided into 8 parts. And the nature of transactions, one is the purchase book. Purchase book is maintained for credit purchases of goods only. And sales book is maintained to record credit sale of goods only. Purchase returns book, return of purchases of goods are recorded. If any defective in goods and we return the goods to suppliers, the goods is called purchase returns. The returns is called purchase returns. The purchase returns must be recorded in purchase returns book. Next, sales returns book. Return of sale of goods are recorded. When we are selling on credit basis to the customers are return the goods, and due to the some reasons, defective in goods, defective in services, and no provide as per the terms and conditions of the customers, that time they are return the goods. The return goods is called sales returns. The sales returns are especially related to goods, record in the sales returns book. Next, cash book. Cash book means, and cash receipts and cash payments are recorded in cash book. Cash receipts and payments are recorded in cash book. This is the 5th book. Bills receivable books. Bills receivable book means the bills received from various debtors are recorded. When and we are maintaining the and book for bills, the bills received from various debtors, various customers, that should be maintained in and bills receivable book. Bills payable book means bills accepted to various creditors. We are also giving some acceptances to creditors, and how many acceptances are accepted by the firm, and that will be maintained in bills payable book. మీన్స్ మనం ఎవరెవరికి అమౌంట్ ఇవ్వాలో అది మొత్తం రికార్డ్ చేయడం కొరకు మనం మెయింటైన్ చేసేదాన్ని ఏంటంటే బిల్స్ పేయబుల్ బుక్ అంటాం. బిల్స్ రిసీవబుల్ బుక్ అంటే మనం ఎవరెవరు మనకు డబ్బులు ఇవ్వాలో వాళ్ళకి సంబంధించిన డీటెయిల్స్ అనేవి మనం ఇక్కడ రాసుకుంటాం. బిల్స్ రిసీవబుల్ బుక్ అంటాం. అండ్ ఎయిత్ వన్ ఈజ్ జర్నల్ ప్రాపర్. జర్నల్ ప్రాపర్ మీన్స్ విచ్ ట్రాన్సాక్షన్స్ ఆర్ నాట్ కవర్డ్ ఇన్ 7 books. ఇన్ పర్చేజ్ బుక్, సేల్స్ బుక్, పర్చేజ్ రిటర్న్స్ బుక్, సేల్స్ రిటర్న్స్ బుక్, and cash book, bills receivable book, bills payable book, and which are not covered in above 7 books. The transaction must be recorded in journal proper. Journal proper. And what are the transactions are not recorded in the and above 7 books? And that will be compulsory record in journal proper. Best example, opening entries, closing entries, credit, purchases of assets or sale of assets, and other special transactions will be recorded in journal proper. Once again, subsidiary books means they are maintained separate set of books per separate transactions and same or similar nature of transactions. They are and maintain separate set of books, similar nature of transactions. These are called subsidiary books. Simply say the journal is divided into 8 parts basis on the nature of transactions. Basis of the nature of transaction. These are called subsidiary books. Subsidiary books means a special transactions record in a special books, it is called subsidiary books. Journal is divided into 7 or 8 parts according to the nature of transactions. It is also called subsidiary books. Okay, once again, purchase book is maintained credit purchases of goods, sales book is maintained credit sale of goods, purchase returns book is maintained purchase return of goods, sales returns book is maintained return of sale of goods on credit basis, cash book is maintained receipts and payments are recorded, and bills receivable book is bills received from various debtors are recorded, bills payable book and bills are accepted to various creditors also record in this book. And which transactions are not covered in the 7 books up to till here to here, which are not transactions in the above 7 books, that will be recorded in the journal proper. ఈ 7 బుక్లలో రానటువంటిది జర్నల్ ప్రాపర్లో రికార్డ్ చేయడం అనేది జరుగుతుంది. ఓపెనింగ్ ఎంట్రీస్, క్లోజింగ్ ఎంట్రీస్, క్రెడిట్ పర్చేస్ ఆఫ్ గుడ్ అసెట్స్, credit sale of assets will be recorded in the journal proper. Special transactions will be also recorded in the journal proper. This is introduction about the subsidiary books. Next, and what is the first book? Purchase book. Purchase book especially record credit purchases of goods, especially record credit purchases of goods. And how to identify the credit transactions of purchases of goods when they are and given in the problem this manner, these transactions will be treated as a credit transactions related to goods purchases. Goods purchases. Goods purchased from Sita, it is also on credit basis we are purchasing. Brought goods from Rama on credit, especially mentioned in the transactions on credit. Purchase goods from Radha, this is also and credit purchases of goods. Next, Raghu sold goods to us. This is the reverse transactions. Raghu sell to us, sold to us means we are purchasing. This is indirect transactions. It is especially in the transactions they are sold or sale, whatever it may be given. Has means we are the and persons are purchased from the Raghu. So Raghu is selling, nothing but we are purchasing. This is also treated as a credit purchases of goods. These transactions will be recorded in the purchase book. And other than these transactions, the transactions is called cash purchases of goods. Cash purchase of goods is not recorded in purchase book. Only the transactions related to credit purchases of goods will be recorded in the purchase book. So this is another important information. The 4 transactions is and purchase on credit basis. So these 4 transactions will be recorded in the purchase book and amount will be recorded in the purchase book. If any trade discount is there, the trade discount will be deducted, the remaining amount will be shown in the amount column. This is the information about preparation of purchase book. Once again, transactions related to credit purchases of goods. When they are asking in the problem, when they are given in the problem, just like this type of transactions in the problem, the same transactions will be recorded in the purchase book. Otherwise, the transactions other than these transactions, other transactions is any there, the transactions is not taken into the purchase book. Why? Because these are the transactions related to goods purchased on credit basis. So it will be considered in purchase book. If any other than these transactions, the transactions will be and cash purchases of goods. The cash purchase of goods is not recorded in the purchase book. And remember one thing, assets are purchased on credit basis is not recorded in the purchase book. This is the another important point. And another key point is there, cash purchases is not recorded in purchase book. Asset purchase on credit basis or cash basis is not recorded in purchase book. The purchase book is and especially maintain credit purchases of goods. Credit purchases of goods only maintained in purchase books. Okay, see one by one and how to record in the purchase book. First one, transactions, date, there is no date, only serial number is given in the problem. So who is the supplier? The supplier name must be mentioned in the particular column. Who is the supplier here? Sita is the supplier. So you have to write Sita name. Invoice number is suppose given in the problem and as per invoice number is recorded here. There is no any invoice number is not mentioned in the problem. Just you have to mention first one transaction, second transaction 2, third transaction 3, fourth transaction 4, just like you have to mention the numbers. So Sita is the supplier name, record here and amount will be recorded here only. And another one transaction is there, bought or buy or bring, whatever it may be. These are the similar and similar or synonyms to the purchases. So brought, bring, buy, purchases, whatever it may be, that should be treated as a purchase of goods. That also record in this book Here second one, who is the supplier name? Rama. So you have to write Rama name. And invoice number 2, amount will be recorded in amount column. Here also purchase from Radha. So this is also credit purchases of goods. So in this transaction, and Radha is the supplier, so you have to write Radha name and invoice number 3. And Raghu sold goods to us, means they are selling, nothing but we are purchasing. So Raghu name is also recorded here, Raghu account, and invoice number 4, amount will be recorded here only. Total them, it is nothing but sundries. Sundries are total of the purchases. This manner you have to maintain purchase book. Especially remember one thing, when goods purchased on credit basis, purchase from whom, the person's name must be recorded in particular column. Particular column. Sita, Rama, Radha, Raghu. These are the suppliers. Supplier names must be recorded in the particular column. Amount, amount will be recorded in the amount column. If any transactions credit purchases along with discount, trade discount, the discount must be deducted from the price of the goods and the catalog price of the goods. The remaining or net amount will be shown in the amount column. Suppose here 10% trade discount is there given in this any problem. Trade discount is given in the problem. So, and 10,000 rupees and at the rate of 10%, 000, and 10,000 minus 1,000, only 9,000 amount will be recorded here only, 9,000 rupees. And what are the net amount after deduction, trade discount? The amount should be recorded in the amount column. If any trade discount is there, otherwise the same amount will be recorded in the amount column. Suppose in this problem just like 5,000 rupees is given, no need to deduct, and directly what are the amount is given in the transaction, that should be recorded in the amount column. If any trade discount is there, the trade discount must be deducted from the price, and after that the net amount will be recorded in the this and amount column. This is and about and subsidiary books as well as purchase book.